Friday, and you're welcome to the news on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Chukudi. We begin with the front pages of the papers this morning. Starting off with Vanguard. Vanguard is leading with federal government's reform not working. Bauchi governor counters the World Bank, says people hungry may lynch us. Reversing reform will spell doom for Nigeria. World Bank warns why we must sustain reform, and that's coming from Edo. CBN doesn't determine FX rate, and that's coming from Cardo. So my fear about reforms, World Bank Vice President Chief Economist Jill. On page 8, hardship fueling voters' apathy. Political parties won. Go on at 90. Your dedication to Nigeria's unity. Progress leaves indelible mark. Northern senators. Federal government inaugurates a panel to tow $112.53 million Abuja Kefi Akwanga Makurdi roads. Jigawa explosion, death toll rises to 168. Survivor recounts ordeal. Flooding, relocates from riverbanks. Federal government warns Nigerians. Stories above why Naira is worst performing currency, and that's come from experts. Politically motivated court judgments threatening our democracy, and that's coming from Jonathan. Many injured. A CNG powered vehicle explodes in Benin City. Afe Babalola to federal government, capture private varsities in student loan scheme. NGE, Imo government, UNICEF engage editors on Southeast South challenges. We take a look at the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian is leading with hashtag NSAS protest at 4. A spectre of abuses, bad leadership still haunting 4 years after. And we can see a photo story on that report. 129 million Nigerians living below poverty line, says World Bank. Federal government orders residents to relocate from flood-prone River Benue, Niger areas. JAM relaxes admission age policy for 2024-2025 academic session. Ex-senior corps storm PSC over alleged abandonment, poor payment. Revenue shrinks as federal government, states, local government share 1.298 trillion naira. Bills for independent candidacy. New South State scales second reading. And lastly, on the front page of The Guardian, APC accused of meddling ahead of 2027 polls as PDP Labour Party reel from internal crisis. We'll take a look at The Nation newspaper. The Nation is leading with Edo. 10 trillion naira savings from subsidy removal for infrastructure. Others, right? It says the World Bank urges government to push on with reforms. Stories above, federal government gets 846,000 doses of malaria vaccine. Rolls out in Kerry, Bayelsa. Death toll in Jigawa tanker inferno rises to 166. Ex-President Jonathan blames judiciary for crisis in PDP. JAM okays varsity admission for under 18 until next year. And lastly, on the front page of The Nation, INEC fixes November 8, 2025 for Anambra governorship poll. We take a look at the Punch newspaper. The Punch is leading with skyrocketing inflation. Nigerians lament hunger. World Bank says